free will is not neutral. It is either consuming you or being directed by you. And most people think they are choosing when they are actually being pulled. We tell ourselves, I can open the app, I can scroll if I want. So we call that freedom. But access is not freedom. Availability is not freedom. Because if your attention is being steered by restlessness, by stimulation, by unconscious pull, then what feels like choice is often just patterned movement. Let me repeat that. What feels like choice is patterned movement. High-functioning women were trained to stay alert, responsible, prepared, ahead. So the nervous system learned, stay on, always scanning, always anticipating. And when life slows down, the system doesn't rest. It searches for input, for movement, for something to engage. And this is where modern environments meet you, not as a problem, but as a match. So vigilance doesn't disappear, it redirects from people to information, from managing rooms to managing input. And this is the part that gets missed. The problem is not the phone, it's the state entering the phone. This is what it looks like. You pick up the phone for one task and end up somewhere else entirely. Different app, different state, different focus. And you say, you are just checking, but your body is tight. Your attention keeps moving. Even when the content stops being useful, you don't stop. You sit down to rest and leave more scattered. Not because the phone is the issue, but because your system never downshifted. You consume helpful content, but underneath it is the same movement. If I take in enough, I will feel settled. That's not learning. That's vigilance in a different form. Notice the urge to reach for input the moment things get still. That is the old contract. If I stay engaged, I stay ahead. Let's pause. That's not intention. That's activation. Most women think the issue is the phone or technology. It's not. It's vigilance. Your system learned awareness equals safety. So it stays active. And when you open your phone, that state doesn't stop. It redirects. You are not changing behavior. You are changing locations. So scrolling feels calming and draining at the same time because the body is still braced. When the system can't tolerate stillness, it fills it with information, movement, stimulation, and modern platforms reward that state. Fast shifts, endless input, no completion. So the system stays engaged but not settled. Let me ask you directly. When you open your phone, are you choosing or reaching? And more precisely, are you entering with intention or escaping the discomfort of stillness? Inside the infinity method, this is the shift from unconscious attention to governed attention. This is where it becomes practical. Before you open your phone, you pause and you ask, why am I entering right now? Second, you name your state. Tired, restless, avoiding, looking for relief. Because if you don't name it, it will drive the behavior. Third, you get to interrupt momentum. If you drift, stop, put it down, let the urge pass without obeying it immediately. Fourth, you can use containers. I'm going in for 10 minutes and set the timer. I am answering messages. I am posting and leaving. Not endless access, structured entry. Fifth, notice the difference. Witnessing equals calm. Monitoring equals tense. One leaves you clear, one leaves you scattered. Free will is not about access, it's about direction. LivingUnbraced means you are no longer available for constant unconscious pull. You stop using input as regulation. You stop confusing stimulation with rest. Same phone, same apps, different nervous system. One enters and gets taken. One enters and stays with herself. That's the shift. Not restriction, governance. LivingUnbraced means you don't remove yourself from the world. You relate to it differently. You stop consuming unconsciously and start choosing deliberately. So pause with this. Am I choosing or reaching? Free will is not the ability to scroll. It's the ability to steer. And steering begins when you stop calling the pull a choice. You don't have to earn love to be safe. If this is landing, stay with me.